welcome to the Metals Investment Forum. I'm here with Eric Saderholm, President of American Pacific Mining. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you.
Can you describe to us what's your project and what's driving the excitement recently?
Well, we had two big projects that we had in the Gooseberry, and we had the Tuscarora project that have been in the company for a couple of years. Recently, we put into play what we think is going to be a real company maker for us. That's the Madison mine. It's located up in Montana. It's near the Butte copper deposit, which is one of the largest copper deposits around. So it does have a copper credit, but it also has very high-grade gold. It's associated right now with a Rio Tinto joint venture, or JV. They have to spend $30 million over 11 years to earn 70%. So we have a really good partner in Rio Tinto, well, literally the biggest mining company in the world. So we're really pleased with this transaction. It's taken quite a lot longer to get it done than we thought, but we're really pleased with the outcome.
All right, great. Can you tell us which stage Rio Tinto is and how much money they already spent and how much they're going to spend in the coming year?
They're 1 year into it. Of the 11 years, they've spent $1.5 million, so they're $9.5 million to spend over the next 10 years. They're starting their program up in May this year. Drilling program, we're not really sure of the meterage yet, but they were pretty aggressive last year. They drilled 14 holes. So we're anticipating between 14 and 20 additional holes, testing for the porphyry system and the really large systems that Rio Tinto is famous for.
Exactly. Do you know what kind of drilling result they have last year?
We have 14 holes that they drilled. We haven't released them until the deal is completely final, but like I say, we are closing. We're just shaking hands literally as we speak.
Okay.
So within a week that'll be released, and then we'll release what the results of the holes are.
Okay. Since Rio Tinto so aggressive coming by, we can assume they have very interesting results in the past year.
They do. They're specialists in looking for this type of big porphyry system. So what they saw last year really excited them with the type of rock types and the alteration types. So it's very indicative of a large porphyry system. Say something possibly like Butte or Bingham Canyon, which they are currently mining.
Oh, okay. So how far is it from their mine?
From the Butte mine, it's 30 miles to the south, and their Kennecott Bingham Canyon mine is several hundred miles to the south.
Okay, on the same on the same train.
Yes.
So how far is it from the highway and then other infrastructure?
The infrastructure is quite good. It's about 5 miles away from a highway, but the road is improved, so it's an improved dirt road. The infrastructure includes power. The permitting is current right now, and water. So there's really not an issue with starting things up and actually getting moving on the project.
Okay, so do you have any expectations eventually what Rio Tinto is looking for and what kind of discovery that's coming from your experience?
We believe that they have a real strong case for making a big discovery, and it would be a discovery that would have 30 or 40-year mine life. A big giant pit would be what they're looking for. Either that or block cave or underground, but still a large ore body. We're happy with what we see at the surface, and so are they, with the high grades we see in the gold and the high grades we see in the copper. They're more interested in the really big picture, so that's going to be their goal in the next several years, is to prove up that concept.
Okay, great. That's very exciting. So when do you expect? You said you expect to close the deal in days?
It's right now probably being closed with some handshakes. It was just a matter of a couple of dotting some I's and crossing some T's, but it's for sure going to happen.
Okay, great. Congratulations. This could be the next excitement coming from the company.
I believe so. Yeah. We're very enthusiastic.
How about the other project? What's your plan for the Tuscarora?
That was our flagship when we first started the program, and it still ranks up there very high with our other projects. We had Oceana as a joint venture partner last year. They did over $1 million worth of work. We're currently got the data from them, and we're incorporating that into a plan of we either JV this out or we raise money and work on it ourselves. It's a nice high-grade system that obviously needs additional work. The Gooseberry property we staked, it was open last year. We staked it just about a year ago. It's turned out to be a lot more robust than we thought. It's bigger than we thought. It's deeper than we thought. We didn't have the data when we staked it, but we're getting the data put together into a three-dimensional model. It looks quite impressive right now. That one we think is a very logical JV target because it's sitting there in a mining-friendly area in the western part of Nevada in an existing mining district where things are easy to permit, and easy to get moving.
So that's great. So basically, you have a 3 project. You're looking to JV one already JV with Rio Tinto. The other 2 projects looking to JV, or you drill getting more tonnage up and do JV, or that's it.
I think the JV model right now works well for both of these projects because someone will come in and assist us with the exploration. We don't have to raise as much money if we can justify the projects going into a JV. We can subsist But, like you bring up a good point, Gooseberry would benefit from a couple more drill holes to prove up some of the concepts. So we'll have to meet with the board and see what they recommend us to do, how we move forward. But at any rate, it's a good project. If someone JVs it, it'll be good. If we decide to raise money and drill some holes, it'll be just as equally as good.
Okay, great. So you have a lot of excitement coming this year.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. A lot of meetings here. This conference has been quite nice. We've had a lot of excitement.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good luck. Hopefully next time we'll see you have some exciting result to share with our viewers.
I hope so too.